What's up, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome to the playoff predictions video. You heard that right. Today is going to be me making my playoff predictions for this year's NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series playoffs, and who will get through each of the rounds. Keep in mind, not all these rounds will be completely accurate. I'm not expecting to get every prediction correct. These are just my opinions. And I have some maybe statistics to back some of my predictions up as well. So anyway, let's go through the 16 drivers. So the 16 drivers competing for the playoffs. Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Mark Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Kurt Busch, Eric Jones, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Alex Bowman, Eric Almirola, Clint Bowyer, and Ryan Newman are the 16 drivers that are competing for the NASCAR playoffs. Let's start off with the round of 16. So who are the four drivers who I think will not get through the round of 12? And some of these might shock some of you. So the four drivers are Ryan Newman, Eric Almirola, Clint Bowyer, and Alex Bowman will not get through the round of 16. Let's first talk about Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman has been about a 14th to 15th place finisher every week. That's not enough to get to the next round. He's going to have to start performing a lot better. You never know, though. He might end up finishing 15th or not 15th, 10th or win a race somehow and just somehow all of a sudden have a winning speed out of nowhere and make the next round. But I just don't see with the route equipment he has. I don't see Ryan Newman getting through the round of 16 on points. It's going to be tough for him to do that. So, yeah, Ryan Newman's the first one. Second driver is Clint Bowyer. Clint Bowyer it's been a rough year for Clint Bowyer. I don't think he's even going to do even well in the playoffs. I don't think his finishes. He barely squeaked by to get in the playoffs. Yes, he had a pretty good run at Indy, but that's not enough to squeak by and get to the next round. Bowyer has just not done very good this year overall, and I just don't think Clint Bowyer will get to the round of 12. Third driver, and it's one of the shocking ones, Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman, I don't think he'll get to the round of 12, and I know I'm going to get some backlash to this one. I don't think Alex Bowman gets to the round of 12. Bowman has really not been that great the last 10 weeks. I'm looking at the last 10 weeks overall, and for momentum reasons. Bowman has really been struggling the last 10 weeks. Last 10 races, the last 10 races, since he won at Chicagoland 9 weeks ago, Bowman has only finished once inside the top 10 at Kentucky. He has not finished in the top 10 since Kentucky. And he's been involved in a couple wrecks, and his average finish is kind of not the best, to say the least. And yes, you might be able to squeak by with a decent running, but I think he's going to have to run a lot better than this. And maybe he'll start performing. Maybe he'll win a race. You never know. But I just don't believe that Alex Bowman will get to the round of 12. Now to the final driver on my list, Eric Almirola. Eric Almirola has been, honest to God, has been kind of struggling recently. Yes, I know he's not finishing 40th or last every week. He had a couple races where he finished 25th and 30th. And another known fact, he is only in the last 8 races has finished once inside the top 10. It's the only Daytona finishing in the top 10. And you're going to have to perform a lot better than that to get to the next round. Now, yes, he's probably in a better position because he's got 10th to 12th average finishes. But he's going to have to finish better than that because I expect other guys to outperform him. And I just think the 12 guys above these four will be eliminated, like I said. So, unfortunately, Alex Bowman, Eric Almirola, Clint Bowyer, and Ryan Newman will not make it to the round of 12. Now to the next four drivers. And again, more controversy, and I'll explain why. So, the next four guys eliminated are going to be as follows. Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Kyle Larson, and Chase Elliott. A lot of people are saying Chase Elliott is going to get to the round of 8. We'll talk about why I don't think he will. So let's start off with first driver. We'll kind of start off with is Ryan Blaney. I don't think Ryan Blaney is going to make. I don't think Ryan Blaney has the speed to get to the round of 8, and his finishes have kind of not helped him. I think he's definitely going to make it to the round of 12 on points. I think he's going to outperform the guys that are behind him. I don't think he'll be able to outperform the guys in the round of 8, and I just don't think he'll have the speed. Maybe he'll get a sneaky win somewhere because he has had speed at certain racetracks like Indy last week. But I just don't think Ryan Blaney's going to get to the round of 8, honestly. Second driver is William Byron. William Byron getting to the round of 12 is already a victory for the young man. He has been, he's younger than me, he's older than me, so why am I calling him a young man? But William Byron has impressed me more than anybody else on this list, even Ryan Newman. I think he's impressed me the most due to the fact that he has gone and improved drastically. He's already improved his top 5s. He already has gained top 5s. He already has more top 10s, I'm pretty sure, than last year. He's already won 3 or 4 poles, and that's due to the teamwork of Chad Knaus being there. Chad Knaus has turned William Byron into a guy that could win races. And I said that he might end up winning a race. Maybe he'll win a race in that first round. Possibly. You never know. But Byron, unfortunately, I don't think will have the speed to get to the round of 8. Honestly. He's going to probably need to win a race in the round of 12 to get there. With Talladega being whatever. I'm pretty sure Talladega's in the round of... Yeah, Talladega's in the round of 12. I expect Byron to not make it to the round of 8, unfortunately. The next driver is Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson is definitely drastically improved, and this is why I'm getting him as high as round of 12. I just don't think Larson gets to round 12. He's never been able to do it, and I don't think that this year he will be able to do it again. And I know that Larson fans, and trust me, I'm a Kyle Larson fan myself. He's my favorite driver in NASCAR. Stated this on the channel in the past. When he won the All-Star race, I was extremely excited. But I just don't think Larson gets to the round of 8. The 8 guys in the round of 8, I think, are pretty set. I really think that those guys in front of him are really, really set. So, sorry to Larson, but I don't think, and plus, I don't know if he'll have the speed to get by the round of 8 guys, even though he's been faster than some of them recently, like some of the guys even in the Championship 4, but I don't think Larson gets to the round of 8. Final driver, and like I said, Chase out now. Hold your horses. Chase Elliott has not been as quick as he could have been this year. You know, he hasn't really shown always winning speed. You know, it's crazy to think that, you know, Chase Elliott, you know, a guy, he was so strong in the beginning of the season, and then the summer just comes around, and Chase Elliott is, honest to God, dog shit. Granted, he has definitely turned it around a little bit more, but yeah, like his inconsistencies, he's been kind of inconsistent. You know, since Kentucky, he's only finished, since Sonoma, he's only finished 4 times inside the top 10, and he's only had 2 top 5s. And he has to be better than that if he wants to get to the round of 8, in my opinion. He's gonna have to do better than basically that. And I know that a lot of you are gonna hate me for this, and you probably think, "Oh, you're a Chase Elliott hater." No, Chase Elliott is my second favorite driver behind Kyle Larson, but he hasn't had the speed. He hasn't had the race-winning pace, and he's probably gonna have to. Just watch now, though, who wins like two of like the 3 races like he did last year. He might, but my honest opinion, he hasn't had the speed. I don't think he honestly gets through the round of 8. To the round 8. Sorry to the Chase fans, you don't get to the round of 8. So, now to the final 2 rounds. There's someone on here will probably be questionable, but I think the other guys. So here are the drivers. We have the 8 drivers. We have Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Kurt Busch, and Eric Jones. I have mentioned Eric Jones. Let's talk about the guys who are going to be eliminated in the round of 8. So I think that the 8 guys, so the 4 guys, Brad Keselowski will get eliminated in the round of 8. Yes. Joey Logano, Kurt Busch, and Eric Jones. Let's start off with Eric Jones first. I have been so impressed with Eric Jones. The last 10 races especially. He has been on a roll. Yes, he had a bad run at Indy, and he wrecked it out at Indy. But even then, he was running up front. He has been so good the last 10 races as a whole. He's been so fast that he's going to probably win at least one of the playoff races. I'm guaranteeing you that's how he gets. That's why I think he'll get to round 8. He's going to win one of the playoff races. Eric Jones has been so strong in the second half of the season since we got past that summer stretch where he struggled. He has turned the curtain. And I think because of this, Eric Jones, I believe, will get to the round of 8. I don't think, however, he'll have the speed to get to the championship 4, though. I don't think he has the same speed that the 4 guys in front of him are going to have. Just saying. Second driver I'm going to talk about and discuss is Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch has made that one car so good this year. I thought Kurt Busch coming into this year was probably just going to squeak into the playoffs. I did not expect him to almost be a round of 8 contender. And I think he is going to get to the round of 8. He's had winning pace at so many races this year. And he won Kentucky. And funny fact, that was his first mile-and-a-half win in 9 years. That is insane to me. Kurt Busch has impressed me so much this year. And I expect him to get to round of 8. I unfortunately do not believe, though, that Kurt Busch will have the pace to get to the round of 4. I just don't think he'll be able to get to the championship 4. Just my opinion. Now to the next driver, Joey Logano. Yes. Sorry, I spun my toe. Ow, that hurt really, really bad. Joey Logano. I don't see Joey Logano getting to the championship 4 this year. He doesn't have the pace that the Final 4 have right now. The Final 4 that we'll mention later. But Joey Logano has had pretty consistent speed and does have 2 wins this year. But recently, yes, he had a pretty good run at Indy, but recently that team has been kind of struggling. The Penske team overall has not been showing speed. They've struggled in the summer, and the Joe Gibbs cars have basically pulled away. And because of this, I don't think Logano gets to the round of 4. Unless he gets a win at like a track like Martinsville, Texas. I just don't think he'll get to the round of 4, honestly. The final driver on the list is Brad Keselowski for this round of 8. I do not think Brad Keselowski will get to the round of 4 because I think he's going to struggle in the round of 8. Brad will get through the round of 16. He'll get through the round of 12. He doesn't get through the round of 8 because I don't think he'll have the speed to go up against the 4 guys. Yes, Penske does have times have better speed than some of these drivers, but I just don't think that he gets through. My honest opinion, Brad is eliminated in the round of 8. Sorry to Brad Keselowski fans out there, but Brad is not going to have the speed to go out there and win. I just think that he's going to struggle in the round of 8. Honestly. Don't feel bad, though, Brad fans. You'll get back probably next year. So now, the final 4. Who are the final 4 drivers, you may ask? Well, it is Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, and Denny Hamlin. Let's discuss about these 4 drivers before I give you my champion for the year. Kyle Busch first. Kyle Busch started off this year really strong. Incredible start to the year, winning 4 of the first 14 races. However, since then, he hasn't won a race. Yes, he's had races where he showed winning speed, but he's kind of struggled. However, because he did win a regular season championship, he goes straight to the Final Four. He goes straight to the Final Four. I see he's going to have really good speed. I think he's going to start winning again. I just think he's going to start winning again in the playoffs. That's just my opinion. Mark Truex Jr. He's won 4 races as well. Been really strong in the. He's been stronger than Kyle Busch recently. And I think that Truex has been so good that he gets their championship for it, honestly. Kevin Harvick is next. Kevin Harvick has recently been tearing it up. 3 of the last 7 weeks he's went to victory lane, winning at New Hampshire, winning at Michigan, and winning here at Indianapolis this past weekend. And for that, I still think that he is probably one of the favorites. He's becoming a favorite, honestly. And I think that he could honestly spoil this Joe Gibbs party. He could. And then the final driver is Denny Hamlin. And Denny Hamlin has such a fantastic comeback here. He went from not even making it to the round of 12 last year, to not even winning a race, to coming out of that season, this season, at least right now with 4 wins, possibly even more coming. Denny Hamlin could honestly be the favorite right now. I really think he's the favorite because he's been better than these 3. He's been better than everybody else in this list, and he's been one of the most consistent drivers. And when Denny Hamlin is strong, he's really strong. So now, who is my 2019 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series champion? That is going to be... That's going to be Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin's going to finally win the championship. I don't see it any other way. Hamlin's been so strong this year. He's had races where he's had winning pace. He's won at tracks where he hasn't won in years. He won at Pocono for the first time since 2010. He won at Texas for the first time since 2010, I think. Hamlin has been so strong this year, and he's been probably the most unstoppable driver on this list recently. Yes, Kevin Harvick has won like 3 of the last 7 weeks, but Denny Hamlin's been there at a lot of races. I don't see him slowing down. I see him probably being the strongest driver. I think he's going to I really honestly think that he is going to get to the championship, to championship 4. I think he's going to win Homestead. I clearly believe that he's going to win Homestead and win the championship. And he's going to beat Busch, he's going to beat Truex, and he's going to beat Harvick. I think he's going to hands down be the favorite to win the title. Well, not hands down. But yeah, that's the predictions video. And this year's definitely was the hardest predictions video that this is the first one I made. Definitely for me the hardest one to make because it's been hard for me to decide who deserves to go to which round. But I think that my playoff grid is substantially better than some people's. Well, that's just my opinion. But tell me your playoff grid below. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on so you can be notified when I'm on the channel. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the description below that. And comment below your playoff grid. Who do you think will make it to the 2019 NASCAR playoffs? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.